everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today it's another bump date video and I am so excited. We're getting down to the very end and I don't know how many more of these we're gonna have left, so let's get into it. This is for week 37. I'm currently at the beginning of week 38, so I like to discuss after I've had the whole week and I can kind of process everything. So my week started off last week with a sonogram and that was super exciting. I think I told you guys about that in my last video, but just a little recap. I went in for my 37-week sonogram. It was just a very brief meeting with my doctor, not the doctor that I will be delivering with, but the doctor that I've had, like my gynecologist. So he checked to make sure that the baby was head down, which he said she was, which was so exciting. And then he sent me to a proper sonogram just to check her weight, and she's measuring very small. She's measuring at 5 pounds 15 ounces whenever I went, but I think everyone, well, most people should know that they're not very accurate whenever they're doing the weight at the very end of your pregnancy, because there's not a lot of space for them to be able to measure everything. You gotta be kidding me. My dog literally just got off the couch and like literally farted. I can't deal with him. Okay, so anyways, back to the weight. So whenever they measure the baby, whenever the baby is smaller, it's a lot more accurate in terms of weight, but they're just doing it by measurement and they're hoping for the best. So a lot of times people will be told, wow, you have such a big baby, but actually your baby's probably not that big. I have a friend, she was told 3.3 kilos and her baby came out at 2.85, 2 weeks late. Okay, she was told 3.3 kilos well before she had the baby, and she came out 2 weeks late and she was 2.85. So they like to kind of use that as like a scare tactic in a way. You need to get induced now. Your baby's gonna be too big for you to push out. No, it's really not the case. You don't have to worry about that stuff so much. Your body's not gonna give you a baby that's too big for you. The only reason that you would need to be induced is like medically for hypertension or diabetes. There are, I'm sure, probably a few other reasons, but not because you have too big of a baby. That's just a silly reason to be induced. So yeah, she's measuring pretty small, even at 5 pounds 15 ounces. I don't remember in kilos, but even at that weight, she was at I think it was like 50th percentile, something like that, something around there. So she was pretty average. They said, don't worry, she's gonna be fine, she's gonna be big enough. I'm sure she will be big enough, I'm sure, but I don't think she's gonna be that big. She's probably gonna be small like her dad, and I was like an average size baby, but he was like a very small baby. Oh, sorry. So yeah, she's probably gonna be pretty small. So the main thing that I feel at 37 weeks that is so different from every other week is like so much movement. Like, guys, I have my hands on my stomach right now. She just won't stop moving. She is just like rolling around. Okay, so the movement is really different at this time in pregnancy as well. At the beginning, whenever you start to feel movement I started to feel it around 20 some weeks, because I have an anterior placenta. I have a placenta that, blocks kind of my stomach and baby. So I started to feel her pretty late, and I would feel, kicks and punches, but nothing very extreme. And then once she got to be around 36, 37 weeks and it was, getting much tighter in there for her, and I realized that she was head down. I had a feeling she was head down before the sonogram, but I wasn't 100% sure. I was doing so much research trying to figure out if she kicks me here, does that mean she's head down? Like, I was just so concerned about it for some reason, even though I knew that everything would work out. But I was really concerned because I went at 30 weeks and she wasn't head down already, but they said it's very early, you have time, don't worry. So that made me feel a lot better. So I think she's just so tiny in there that she just had so much room for so long that she was able to kind of move around. So I'm feeling a lot more movement, like pushes and rolls, and almost like I think she's moving from side to side, like her back is moving from side to side. So sometimes her back will be on the right side, sometimes her back will be on the left side, or at least that's what I think. Not 100% sure, but I do feel more movement and more kicks, if you will. It's not really super like kicky now because she doesn't have that much room, more like stretches on the right side. So maybe I'm really not sure. It doesn't make sense because her back was on the right side whenever we went to the sonogram. So it would mean more, I'd feel like, you know, more movement on the left side because her feet would be, you know, bent. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm still trying to understand the anatomy of a baby squished inside your belly because I guess it's all kind of different. Like their feet and their legs could be a little bit different. So I'm still trying to understand that. I've been doing so much research on that because it's so interesting to me. I just like want to know how she's positioned, but I know she's head down, which for me is the most important thing. So I'm very excited about that. We are getting the pump for the pool really soon. So hopefully I'll be able to update that in the next week's bump date. If we make it there, I'm sure we're probably gonna make it there. We had an incident with our dog. He was attacked by an off-leash dog. Long story short, he got one staple with a cut that he had, a bite wound that he had. So he needs to go back in about 8 days to the vet. And I am just like, if she can wait those 8 days, I'm happy for her to wait those 8 days. But if she can't, fine. But I'm hoping that she waits at least the 8 days. So I'm probably gonna be around 39 to 40 weeks. At least that's my opinion. So the doctors do have me as a week behind. I think I've mentioned that in most of my updates. So technically I'm only considered 37 weeks for them, which would be like early term labor. Like 37 weeks to 42 weeks is considered normal, but it's also early term labor. So up until 39 weeks, it's considered early term. I think I'm gonna be like 40 weeks, my counting 40 weeks, so probably 39 for them, which will still be full term. But I'm not going to the hospital. I'm having a home birth, if you guys were not aware. I will be vlogging everything, so we'll have a vlog for that. I'm so excited. And I will start that if I start to feel any type of labor symptoms or signs. I'll start that early. I have started to recently feel a little bit more kind of, I don't want to say cramping because it's not really cramping, but almost like twinges, like little, like kind of like, you know, not jabs, but like twinges of cramps, if that makes sense. It's not really cramps, but I can't tell exactly what it is. Like, I'm pretty sure it's very brief. It's like a twinge and then you're like, oh, what's that? So I'm very sure that things are kind of starting, but you know, it's the time. It should be starting. But I don't think it's gonna be like any time in the next few days, but who knows? So I've had, actually, you see that I have this Band-Aid here. I have, it's a cherry agonema or agonemia. I can't remember exactly what it is. I would take the Band-Aid off, I just don't feel like it, but it's just a little red dot. It's very common to start getting them in your 30s, especially if you're just a white person like me. Like my husband, my fiance, he probably won't ever get them, but like Europeans and like white people in general, it's very common for them to get like moles and like these like cherry agnomias or I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but you guys, if you look it up, you'll know what I'm talking about. But supposedly it's common and even more common in pregnancy for them to grow and grow more rapidly. So this one has been giving me so much irritation, and it almost like, it like burns. Like it's like not nice at all. So I put a Band-Aid over it yesterday and I'm hoping that that will help the irritation. it helped a little bit, I guess, but it's still burning and it's still like very uncomfortable. I'm not sure if that will go down after pregnancy or if the burning will stop. It's probably one of the most uncomfortable symptoms that I've had my whole entire pregnancy, which says a lot. I've definitely had such an incredible pregnancy. I feel amazing. Everyone keeps asking me, how do you feel? How do you feel? Besides that, you know, the general backache after a long day, I feel incredible. Like, I don't even realize that I'm pregnant. It is hard to get stuff off the ground now. I do understand that part. But I don't realize that I'm pregnant. Like, it's just like, oh, it's just another day. You know, I don't feel like this rush to get baby out. Like, people get to this point and they're like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can wait. And I'm excited for when it comes, but I can wait. Like, I'm not stressed about anything. I feel like this is the best mindset and mentality to be in, because the second you start getting in this like zone of like, baby's coming, I know she's coming, and I can't wait for her to come anymore, she needs to just come, it's just like not, in my opinion, not the healthiest mindset. So I just want to be in a place where it's like, when she comes, she comes. If she wants to come 2 weeks late, she's fine. If she wants to come 2 weeks early, she's fine. If she wants to come right on time, no worries. I don't care when she comes, as long as she's ready. And she will come when she's ready. Like, I'm not having any intervention. You won't see me being induced, that's for sure. No stretch and sweeps, no breaking of the waters, nothing like that. I have zero plan for any intervention. So that's definitely something that, you know, I'm just waiting. And honestly, I'm very excited that it's a surprise. Like, who knows when her birthday is gonna be? I don't know, but it's just between now and the next 4 weeks, there is a massive surprise coming. And it's like, at any time, you're gonna have this incredible surprise. And I'm just like, I'm so excited for it. I'm just so excited. It's like a surprise party that you know is happening, but you don't know when. Does that make sense? So it's even more exciting though, because like, you just get to meet your baby, which is just so fun. So I'm excited for whenever she comes. I do have, after a long day of walking, a long day of doing stuff, which I'm still doing my average things, cooking, cleaning, you know, taking the dog out most of the time. I'm still, you know, I'm having some backaches. That's definitely something. I need to lay down, rest, and recoup. Right now, my back feels really good, but it's only 12:30 in the afternoon, and I haven't taken my dog for a walk, and I only cooked in the morning. I didn't do a lot of cleaning or anything like that, but generally speaking, I do have, by the end of the night, kind of a sore back. Nothing crazy, nothing too intense, nothing that I'm like reaching, like, oh, I need medicine or I need something to help. No. I think I mentioned in my last video that the heartburn is pretty much non-existent. I do have a little bit of acid reflux, which I've had for ages, like my whole life. So I'm not super surprised that it's staying around a little bit, but when I say a little bit, I mean mild. Like, usually I'm not taking a Tums. I think I have around 8 Tums left, and I'm just like, I'm not buying another pack. Like, when they're gone, they're gone. I'm not worried about it. And I'm sure I'm gonna make it until the end. I'm gonna be fine. So that's super exciting. I am able to breathe a lot easier. I don't know if you guys can tell from the way I'm speaking in this video, but the last time, I think it was the last time that I made a Bumpdate video, I was struggling to breathe. Maybe it was the time before that. I can't remember exactly, but I'm not sure exactly when she dropped down, but I was definitely struggling to breathe, and I do think that she has dropped a lot. So she's definitely on her way. We'll just see how long she takes. If she's anything like her mom, she'll be late. If she's anything like her dad, she'll be early. So I think she's gonna look like her dad, but she's probably gonna be more like me, personality-wise. So yeah, I'm excited. It's just so much fun to be pregnant, so much fun to create life. It's honestly the biggest, most incredible miracle. Like, people say that and you're like, okay? Like, I can't really relate unless I've done it. You know, it's very difficult to relate to something like pregnancy unless you've been through it. So for guys out there watching this, which I'm sure there's not a lot, but if you are, you probably can't relate. You definitely can't relate. Let me rephrase that. There's no way you can relate. But for girls who haven't been pregnant yet, who are watching this, who do want to get pregnant, or who have plans to get pregnant in the future, or who don't at all, it's hard to fathom until you're actually in it. Like, I would read the words of people, I would hear the words of people. It's a miracle, it's a miracle, it's a miracle. It really is absolutely such a miracle. Like, you create a life from cells in your body. Like, what? Like, my cells and my husband's cells merged and we created a human. Like a human. Like someone like me. That's how I was created. But it's just hard to fathom. Like, you're just, it's such a understood thing, you know. Obviously people come from people and, you know, people have babies, but it's just until you've actually been put through it, it's just so hard to understand. So I've been babbling a lot. As you can see, I am wearing a tube top that used to at one point fit. Doesn't fit anymore. Not like hardly any of my clothes fit anymore. I've been struggling a lot with that. Like, not struggling in like a mental sense, but like I don't have a lot to wear. So I just wear basically the same thing all the time. And I figured, I actually had a t-shirt on earlier. I figured maybe I'll throw a different shirt on for the video. So I wasn't just wearing a t-shirt that I wore last week, because that's exactly what I had on. Pretty much wearing the same thing all the time. Like, I'm doing laundry and it's pretty much the same few things that I have. I did buy like, I never bought any, I bought three pair. Let me rephrase that. I did buy 3 pair of maternity leggings. So I'm wearing a pair of maternity leggings right now. I'll show you guys when I stand up. I got them from AliExpress, and honestly, they're like a bit cheapy, but they do the job. They're nice, but they ripped. So yeah, I like didn't untie them properly. And I went to go sit down on the toilet, and when my legs kind of just opened, like I like just sat on the toilet and I just like kind of let my legs flail to the sides, it ripped the tie on the leggings. So I'm still wearing them, but they're just falling down, so I need to just pull them up all the time. And I got a pair of black stretchy leggings from AliExpress. They're a bit see-through. I don't wear them that often. I don't wear leggings that often because it's like hot out. But I am wearing my Bumpsuit leggings. Those have been a good buy. Definitely comfortable, definitely worth it if you have the money to spend. But I got a hole in them like the first time I wore them, which is so frustrating. And now it's just like, it irks me all the time when I put them on and I see that I've spent like $100 on a pair of leggings and there's a hole in them, and it's just like, ugh, it gets me. And the wear is not like, they're not wearing that great. They're not like, and when I say wear, like they're like pilling a little bit. And I got some sweatpants. That was basically it. I just got those 3 pair of maternity pants. I got 0 maternity shirts. I wasn't gonna get maternity shirts. That's stupid in my opinion. I just got t-shirts that I wear that are bigger, nice. I can wear them before and after pregnancy. And I'm wearing a lot of my crop tops. So I'm wearing my belly out a lot because I truly think it's important for your belly to get sun. And I love having my belly out before I was pregnant. So being pregnant, it's just another reason. I'm like, look at my belly. I got my belly out. I don't mind. So yeah, I'm excited about that. It's just, do not leave your belly out when you are cooking and you're over any type of fire. I've burned myself twice before. Not smart. I won't do it again. I know I've learned my lesson. Because normally I will cook with tube tops or like a short crop top or no clothes because I don't mind. But not while pregnant. You don't want to put that belly at risk. So yeah, guys, I feel like I've been blabbing a lot. I have a lot to say. I just love being pregnant. So I'm gonna give you guys a bump date. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay guys, belly is out. These are the leggings I was telling you guys about. They don't stay up anymore because they don't have the tie. It like ripped on one side, but there is like an elastic in the back still, so that's nice. I basically just wear them sleeping. Diego, I was doing a bump tape, bud. Just wait. So, guys, she's looking the biggest she's ever looked, obviously. But she's definitely getting big. I am so excited. This side you can probably tell. What do you think, Dee? Belly's getting big? I know. So I think she's dropped a lot. Like, she looks very low to me. Diego, I was doing something. So she looks very low to me. My legs, my hips, my butt, everything has gotten so big, but I'm not complaining, not at all. Your girl is happy as heck. So this is our bump date. Diego, can you move so I can, excuse me? Yeah, I'll just get closer so you guys can see the belly up close. Diego. I feel honestly so freaking cute with this belly. But wow, she looks really low. She's showing up on camera. Wow. I feel like she's dropped overnight, to be honest. Guys, I have a feeling, oh, Diego. I have a feeling that this is gonna happen pretty soon. Like, she looks really low. What do you think? You think she looks low? Okay. I'm gonna let this boy out, and I just want to thank you guys. Let me get closer with this massive bump. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. We're at the watermelon stage now. Like, we're definitely at the watermelon stage. I don't care what anyone says. That looks like a massive watermelon in my belly. So, I just wanted to thank you guys again so much for watching. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. If you have any requests for me to do, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna try to do the baby mama dance if I can get it done before she comes. And yeah, I'm super excited. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.